Hi, I'm Gayatri. This is my project Stock Tracker. During this lockdown, I developed a new interest in stocks that let me build this app that I could potentially use to make analysis and trading decisions. I have built this application using React. After we logged in, we can see the list of all the stocks that are currently in our watch list. I have used the Tingo API library to retrieve this data. I'm using Python Flask server for my backend and along with the Postgres database for storing the data about user and his favorite stocks. SQL Alchemy is used to interact with the database. Below that, we can look at the latest market news. For displays, I'm using nested React components passing the state between them as properties. When we search for stocks, we see the list of all the stocks that match the keyword along with the status of whether or not if the stock is being already watched. We can add a new stock to watch list. When we are done, we can go back to our dashboard to see the complete list of stocks. Stocks can be removed on hover. On clicking a particular stock, we display the details about the stock, starting with its current price and today's price variation. This is the price history chart drawn using Plotly JavaScript library. We can update the data on this chart to display a different time window as well. For this, I used Ajax call and I update the same HTML element that contains this chart with the new data using Plotly API. Recommendations chart display the number of recommendations that fall into each category from analyst. For this chart, I use FinUp API which returns all the data needed for this chart. On the server side, I convert this data into two lists for X and Y axis to make it easier to consume this in Plotly JavaScript library. We also display all the stocks that are related to the stock we are currently viewing. On clicking any of this, we open the details page for that stock. For this, we leverage the reusability of React components by updating the state variable of same component to point to different stock data. Below that, we display the news items that are related to the stock we are looking at. We use the FinUp API to retrieve this data. One of the interesting challenges I faced while building this was to conditionally render different parts of UI based on user actions with React. I tackled this by manipulating the state variable to trigger re-rendering the component to control what should be displayed based on the Boolean variable. Thanks for listening this.